Imagine waking up one morning to find that the sky looks wrong. The stars are shifting, the sun is dimmer, and the moon has vanished. Unbeknownst to humanity, Earth is on a direct path into one of the most destructive forces in the universe, a black hole. A black hole is a region in space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape its pull. They form when massive stars collapse under their own gravity, creating a point of infinite density known as a singularity. So, what would actually happen if Earth fell into a black hole? First, let's define what a black hole is. There are different types of black holes. Stellar black holes are a few times more massive than our Sun. The gravitational disruption would begin long before we were actually pulled in. Earth would either be flung out into deep space or drawn inward toward the black hole, depending on its trajectory. Our climate, tides, and day-night cycles would be destroyed almost immediately. Intermediate black holes are hundreds or thousands of times bigger. And supermassive black holes, like the one at the center of our galaxy, can weigh billions of times more than the Sun. What if we were falling into a supermassive black hole, the kind found in the center of galaxies? These black holes have such a large event horizon, the boundary beyond which nothing can escape, that the tidal forces at the edge are actually quite weak. Earth could pass the event horizon intact without immediate destruction. If Earth were to fall into a black hole, the outcome depends entirely on the type and size of the black hole and how close we get. Let us imagine a scenario where a stellar mass black hole about 10 times the mass of our Sun appears close to our solar system. First, the orbits of the planets would destabilize. If someone was watching Earth fall into the black hole from a safe distance, they would see time appear to slow down for us. This is known as the black hole information paradox, a problem that remains unsolved to this day. If that's true, falling into one might not be the end, but a transition to something completely unknown. Eventually, we'd be pulled deeper, and even in a supermassive black hole, the tidal forces become extreme near the singularity. In 2022, astronomers even discovered a rogue black hole passing through our galaxy, but still safely distant from Earth. Spaghettification would catch up with us in the end. As we got closer to the event horizon, we'd seem to freeze stuck in time, fading slowly into red light due to gravitational redshift. Black holes challenge the limits of physics, stretch the rules of time and space, and invite us to ask questions that seem almost spiritual. If we do end up heading straight for the black hole, we wouldn't notice much at first. Then the mantle and core would be shredded into a stream of molten rock and metal, spiraling into the black hole like water down a cosmic drain. According to general relativity, matter collapses into an infinitely dense point. But quantum physics suggests that something else, something we don't yet understand, might be at play. As we get closer, things would begin to stretch. The gravitational pull on the side of Earth closer to the black hole would be millions of times stronger than the force on the far side. Literally, this is where the term spaghettification comes in. Spaghettification is the stretching and thinning of objects into long shapes due to the immense tidal forces near a black hole. And while rogue black holes could theoretically wander into our solar system, the chances are incredibly low, less than 1 in 100 million over the next few billion years. The planet would begin to rip apart. First, the crust would crack. Volcanoes would erupt uncontrollably. The atmosphere would boil off into space. Now, let's add a twist. In this case, the story changes dramatically. That means we wouldn't even know the exact moment we crossed the point of no return. From the outside, however, things would look bizarre. But from our perspective on Earth, things would feel terrifyingly normal until they didn't. Here's the real kicker. We have no idea what happens at the singularity. Could we pass into another universe? Be converted into pure information? Or would we just ... cease to exist? Physicists like Stephen Hawking proposed that black holes don't destroy information. They store it on the event horizon in a scrambled form. One speculative idea is that black holes could be gateways to other universes or dimensions. Still, before you panic, let's be clear. The nearest known black hole is over 1,500 light-years away. NASA and ESI constantly monitor space for gravitational anomalies and black hole candidates. So, while falling into a black hole makes for a thrilling sci-fi plot, it's not something we need to worry about anytime soon. Still, it's a reminder of how much we don't understand about the universe. What happens beyond the edge of time? Can anything survive falling into infinity? And what does it really mean? To disappear forever? If Earth fell into a black hole, we might never get the answers, but the questions would echo through space and time for eternity.